Okay. Still numbing. Take it slow. Kick some knights' butts. You don't. I dare you not be killed by one backstab. Alright, you can get like a million chunks here. The sky looks a lot different in Remastered. I don't remember what it looked like that much in the other one, but it wasn't like that. Oh god, he scooped me! The weapon he has is really cool. The Black Knight Greatsword. Red. I don't remember what red upgrades. It's like green and blue are magic-based weapons. Red, maybe fire and chaos? Oh, this guy's a hassle too. Run past him. Let's see if he follows us over here. That was the wrong direction. All the chunks. We won't fight these guys next time. Whoa! Almost rolled too far. White. I don't know what white goes to either. Oh, here's a halberd boy. Can't keep rolling too far. How did that miss? Take a bite of my sandwich. I know he leaps first. See, he's right-handed, so probably jump to the left. Ow! Ow! Stabby, stabby. That was a poor choice! Oh, stagger! Stagger, stagger, stagger. Needs to not roll away. He can still hit me. Oh my god. Check out those rolls. Slightly too late, both directions. Okay, I don't think this will actually be too bad. I need to not roll away. Ever. My roll is not far enough to get away from his sword. Yeah, I don't think this will be too bad. I remembered him being really aggressive. But that also is probably me just not being that great at dealing with him being slightly more aggressive than a normal person. Stab me. And I think healing in his fight is a little bit more difficult. But he doesn't seem to do an obscene amount of damage. It's not like I have to heal after he just, like, touches me. So... as long as we can dodge most of his stuff, it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, no, no. No! No! I have all of them following me. Okay. Sometimes that last guy gets like right there, and then he pokes you through. Okay, double swipe. Triple swipe! Oh, I staggered though. No grab, no. We stagger him pretty easy, it seems. Oh, what the hell? Oh god! How did that second swipe not kill me? Okay. What the sh... He must have jumped. Good job, Pillar! You did exactly what I needed you to do. Shit. That's... I tried to dodge away and he still got me. I was way too slow. I need to be slightly less greedy. I need to wait for him to actually finish his slashers. Yep, slightly better. I'm learning. Yeah, for sure. This won't be too bad. Yeah, I just need to learn some of his slash pattern. Well, that one stab screwed me a bit. Wasn't expecting that at all. So I was expecting him to slash. I thought I was far enough away, so I didn't dodge, and then he poked me in the butt. And then I had to run away to try to heal, which failed. But okay, but you can run away, and then as long as you put a pillar, because then he'll jump, and then he can't get through the pillar. So that's a good way to heal if we need to. And we just sketchily run away along this edge. Wow, that was terrible. That's not a good way to start the fight. I totally just noticed. I get 20 Estus? Blop. No! Why would I roll away? I told myself not to do that. Okay. Leap. No. Yeah, he staggers like every 2 hits. Why would I... I should have healed. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that was a bad choice. What the hell? Yeah! Woo! Yeah! I like my greedy miss at the end of that, like, the other combo. that was funny. I was like, just because I tried to do that, he's gonna kill me. Okay, which ending? We can still hit... Looks like the Length of Fire. We can also leave. Yeah, first try. So... That was much easier. That's not like this one? Okay. That was much easier than I thought it would be. Away we go. Like with the pyramid? Oh, yeah.
We are here to serve your highness.
I'm so glorious. My goofy mask on. But it increases my stamina regen. Dark Lord. Okay. Epic music. I love this music. Thoughts on Remaster? Let me come back while I just talk about this. So I think it's fine. I mean, I think it's a lot of the issues that people are having are, I think, have to do with like just like the expectations they have for this game, because this game is a little notorious now because Miyazaki has said pretty consistently that there's a lot of sections of the game that he's not really happy with. I mean, obviously he's like a perfectionist, and he put so many details in literally everything that it's obviously it'd be hard to like put everything in there, but this game had a lot of issues during development with time, and they had to redo a lot of Izalith. And so people, I think, were expecting them to kind of come back and remake parts of it. But, I mean, FromSoft wasn't even, like... They obviously had input on this. I'm sure Miyazaki probably vetoed certain things and said, yes, that's fine on different stuff. But they didn't actually... His team didn't work on any of it. Like, they're obviously working on Shadows Die Twice right now. And so I think a lot of people are just kind of disappointed because none of the stuff that Miyazaki doesn't like about the game got fixed. And so for a lot of people, that's like a disappointment. But if you think about it as like, this game is basically, they did the remaster to fix some of the immediate issues, some of the derpiness in the menus with not being able to use multiple souls, things like that, as well as just making sure the frame rate actually is decent. because that was one of the other issues. Like, they didn't have time to mess with some of the areas to get the frame rate to be consistent when they first released it. And this pushes that. Obviously, everything is buttery smooth, 60 frames per second. And that helps the game a ton. It basically makes the game just like, oh, it's so smooth. It's hard to know the difference unless you've played this game all the way through on the original, but it plays just so much better, and it makes it like actually a really like good experience. And that combined with just like the new interest in the game, I think makes this remaster worth it. So, I mean, yes, there could have done more stuff with it. Even like the team, I think they could have done a little bit more work on like the textures. There's definitely some texture stuff that I was like, that doesn't look very good. And I'm sure it looks even worse if you're playing it in 4K, which I'm sure a lot of people are. If you have a PS4 Pro, if you're playing it on PC. But, I mean, it still feels pretty much the same. Like, I mean, throughout the playthrough, you probably heard me be like, oh, that looks quite a bit different, or that looks pretty good. And it's like, it's noticeable enough that you're like, it brings you into the world more. And that's really what this game is about, is immersing you in the world as you play. So, yeah, I think it's definitely... It was a game that needed a remaster to make it a more viable game for everybody, because a lot of people, they get through the first parts of the game, and then they get to, like, Blighttown. I mean, notorious Blighttown. Because the frame rate drops so much, it actually makes... It makes some of the gameplay, like, and some of your deaths, the fault of the game. And that's, like, one of Miyazaki's, like, core, like... It's like the core of what all the games he builds are, like... If you die, it needs to be the player's fault. You need to be able to learn from those deaths. And some of that wasn't happening because of the frame rates and just, like, derpiness. And so I think this game brings it up to that level. Where all the parts that are here in the game, it's always your fault if you die. You mistimed the dodge, you misread the boss, you fell off a cliff. And so yeah, I think it makes it more accessible for a lot of people, not just because it's now on the newer consoles, or because there's a new player base that can help people, and because this game's been out for so long, it's kind of, there's so many people who play this game. But also, just because these fixes make it accessible to pretty much anybody. Like, you can drop in here now and just play through without having any issues of technical glitches basically killing you. So, yeah, my thoughts on it. I mean, yes, it would have been nice to have some of the stuff that Miyazaki hates about the game fixed, but that also means that he wouldn't be working on new games, and that's worse. So, yeah, that's my kind of thoughts. Yeah, it's basically like playing the same game, really, just without any of the real gripes that I had about it originally. So that's my thoughts on it. Definitely worth. I think it's worth it now more to people to pick up than it was originally. So. Okay, so let's start a new run. So I'm assuming we want to start we don't want to start a new game, more just because, I'm trying to think. I guess that wouldn't matter that much. I just we wouldn't be able to use pyromancy right at the beginning until I found a glove. The pyromancy glove. Flame. Whatever it's called. If we start a new game, we can start as the pyromancer and just use that. I don't know how soon I'd be able to get the Pyromancy Flame. I kind of want to start just a new one. I might come back to this build later to do something else.